Hi students, in this session I am going to teach you exemplar questions from solutions chapter because when you are going to give your NEET exam, JEE examination and your board examination, exemplar questions plays an important role. That's why I am going to teach you exemplar questions today. What you have to do is if you have an exemplar book with you, go and get and keep next to you, start doing along with me. If you don't have an exemplar book right now, just attend this session. After some time when you get a book, that time you one time if you practice, you get a full confidence. And see here, let us see the first question. Which of the following units is useful in relating the concentration of a solution with its vapor pressure? So what is useful to relate to the vapor pressure? Which concentration term we relate with the vapor pressure? As per Revolt's law, we can say that partial pressure, or you can write in Revolt's law, P naught minus Ps by P naught is equal to mole fraction of a solute. So you can relate that, or you can relate that vapor pressure of a pure solvent is proportional to the mole fraction of a solvent. So here we relate the pressure, vapor pressure with the mole fraction. This is the first option. And see the second question. I am going to do you in a shortest time I try to do. On dissolving sugar in water at room temperature, solution feels cool to touch. Under which of the following cases dissolution of sugar will be the most? So that when you put a sugar in water, you are feeling cool to touch. If you feel hot to touch means the beaker is releasing energy. It is giving energy out. If you are feeling cool to touch means it is absorbing energy. It is absorbing energy in the sense it is an endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction usually means speed up when you increase the temperature, because it is an endo. Exo means it is less temperature favors. Endo means you have to give energy because it is absorbing energy. And see, sugar crystals in cold water, sugar crystals in hot water. Actually hot water is required because it is an endothermic reaction. But again they given the options with the powdered sugar or normal sugar. Powdered sugar is surface area is more, so dissolution capacity is more. That's why powdered sugar in hot water, it is takes place faster. This is your answer. Let us see the next question. At equilibrium, the rate of dissolution of a solid solute in a volatile liquid solvent is. Actually what happens is at equilibrium, for example, this is the solvent, and we are adding a solute to this. Then what happens is, when equilibrium attains, how much amount of solute dissolves in the solvent, a same amount of solute undergoes crystallization. So here rate of dissolution is equal to rate of crystallization. See here, rate of dissolution is equal to rate of crystallization. Why? Because it is at equilibrium. And let us see the question number 4. A beaker contains a solution of a substance A. Precipitation of a substance takes place when small amount of A is added to the solution. So when you have a particular substance and solvent and you are adding A here, then what happens is to this solvent, when you are adding A, this A is coming out, means it is not dissolving. So it is called as a supersaturated solution. Suppose if you are adding to the solvent and it is dissolving, then it is unsaturated. And suppose if you are adding and it is dissolving upon heating, that is a saturated. And supersaturated is the one where it is not at all dissolving. Then those type of solutions are called as supersaturated solutions. So here whatever you are adding, it is coming out as a precipitate. So option 2 is your correct answer. See the next question. The maximum amount of a solid solute that can be dissolved in a specified amount of a given liquid does not depends upon. So you are talking about maximum amount of solid solute. So you are taking a solid and you are dissolving in a liquid. This is a liquid which is a solvent and this is a solid. solid. So when you are adding a solid to the liquid, temperature, if you increase the temperature, solubility increases. It depends upon what kind of solute also. But coming to the pressure effect is, solids and liquids these are incompressible. So this pressure effect won't be there on the solids and liquids because these are incompressible. Got it? See the next question. Low concentration of oxygen in the blood and the tissues of a people living at high altitudes is due to. Actually, what happens at higher altitude is people living at the mountain regions and all. They're on the top of these mountains or higher region. What happens is their partial pressure is low. Atmospheric pressure is low. When atmospheric pressure is low, as you studied in Henry's law, more is the pressure, more is the solubility. Less is the pressure, lesser will be the solubility. So here solubility decreases at higher altitudes. So the people have low concentration of oxygen in their blood because low concentration of oxygen, because low solubility of oxygen in a blood because their atmospheric pressure is low. Then it is option number 2. A low atmospheric pressure, that's why low oxygen gas. And see the next question, and see, suppose you are the one who is having a trouble in chemistry and you are scoring less marks in a chemistry and you want to learn every chapter in a sequence from a basic, from a 0 to depth of the chapter, then definitely I started an online class for you. Definitely you can join into the online class, and that coaching makes you the best in chemistry. And you can first go through the channel and you can see how nice content I uploaded, and if you are really satisfied and still you want more, definitely you can join into the course and you can excel in a chemistry. Now see this question. Considering the formation, breaking and strength of hydrogen bond, predict which of the following mixtures will show a positive deviation from a Raoult's law. See, they're asking that which shows a positive deviation. Here, usually alcohol shows a positive deviation. Usually alcohols shows positive deviation, and acid shows negative deviation. Acid shows a negative deviation. So in these options, methanol is an alcohol, so which shows a positive deviation. What happens actually is, for example, this is a methanol. This is one methanol and this is another methanol. This is another methanol. Methanol is like this. When we add this acetone go and break a bond between the hydrogen bond between the methanol, so that it easily evaporate and it shows more vapor pressure. And question number 8, colligative properties depends upon. Colligative properties are the properties that depends only on the number of solute particles. These depends upon the number of particles, right? So let us see in option, what is the correct option? Nature, number, yes, this is the number of solute particles, correct. Colligative properties, how many types colligative properties? 4 types. What are those? RLVP, elevation in boiling point, depression in freezing point, osmotic pressure. Right. Now see the next question. Which of the following aqueous solution should have the highest boiling point? So highest boiling point, number of ions increases. Number of ions increases, boiling point also increases, because the solute particles, when number of solute particles you are adding, more is the number of solute particles, then less will be the vapor pressure, because these solute particles won't convert into vapor. Only solvent goes into vapor. Then to make this vapor pressure equal to atmospheric vapor pressure, you have to increase its temperature. So obviously boiling point will be increased. Simply to say, number of ions increases, boiling point increases. See, 1 molar NaOH means 1 mole of NaOH in 1 liter. 1 mole. This is also 1 mole. And this is, everything is 1 mole, 1 mole. And coming to the number of ions it produced 2 ions, and it produced 2 ions, and it produces 3 ions here. This is also produce 2 ions only, but it produces 3 ions. What are those two? Na plus SO4 minus 2. So total 3 ions it produces. So more is the number of ions, more is the boiling point elevation, means highest will be the boiling point. Is it clear? And see the next question, the unit of ebullioscopic constant. See, ebullioscopic constant delta TB is equal to KB into molality. We want this ebullioscopic units, then it will be delta TB by molality. Delta TB is what? Temperature, Kelvin, and molality is mole per kg. Then you can write Kelvin, mole, inverse and kg, or Kelvin, kg, mole inverse. Kelvin, kg, mole inverse, or simply you can write this is molality, right? Kelvin, molality, if it goes up, molality inverse. Kelvin, molality inverse. So K, kg, mole inverse, Kelvin, molality inverse is our answer. Just take it out, its formula, and substitute temperature Kelvin and molality is mole per kg. You get your answer. See the next one. In comparison to a 0.01 molar solution of a glucose, the depression in a freezing point of this, see here, 0.01 mole, 1 molar means 0.01 mole in 1 liter. This is NaCl. This is what? MgCl. 0.01 molar means 0.01 mole in 1 liter. But this is, it produces 1 NaCl dissociates and it gives 2 ions. So if you multiply with the 2, you get 0.02. But here if you observe, here no, they did not give NaCl, they have given glucose. So glucose I value is 1 only, means glucose won't dissociate. So 0.01 mole only. See how I did? NaCl means multiplied with the 2 because it dissociate, but glucose, urea, they won't dissociate. So it remains 1 mole means 1 mole only, 0.01 mole means 0.01 mole only. But here magnesium chloride, it dissociate and gives 3 ions. So 0.01 into 3, then it is 0.03. Then here number of ions are increased. So depression in freezing point also, almost 3 times changes. Then because they are in 1:3 ratio, about 3 times it changes. Depression is almost 3 times it changes. Understand? Because they are in, more is the number of ions, more is the depression. An unripe mango placed in a concentrated solution to prepare the pickle. So here you have a 1 container and you have 1 pickle piece, means mango piece, and you kept that in a salt solution. Then what happens? So this is salt solution is high concentration, and pickle piece, this mango piece is low concentration. As per osmosis, you studied that the solvent molecules moves from low concentration to high, or dilute solution to the concentrated solution. So when it is moving means it is losing the water. So it loses water due to osmosis is your correct answer. The mango piece loses water and shrinks due to it gains the water. This is the remaining questions I discuss in a next video. Go through that video and just see it. You can cover these points in a very less duration. So if you spend around like this 13 minutes and another session of 13 minutes, then solution chapter is completed, right? So whatever questions they ask, you get a good grip over that. My name is Komali. I'm your chemistry mentor. Thank you so much for watching this video.